Hello, welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we are going to discuss simple interest. The objectives of this video are to define interest and understand related terminology. 2, to develop simple interest formulae. 3, to use simple interest formulas to analyze financial issues. So let us look at a situation involving simple interest. So we have to deal with money every day. When balancing your budget or calculating your monthly expenditures on lattes requires only basic arithmetic. When we start saving, planning for retirement, or need a loan, we need more sophisticated mathematics. Definitions. There are two types of interests. Simple interest is interest that is only paid on the principal. And compound interest is the percentage of an original amount as well as a percentage of the new amount, including previously calculated interest. We will study simple interest in this lesson and compound interest in the next lesson. So let us look at a small video about simple interest.
Hi class, this is Billy. Hello Billy. Billy wants to buy his very first car. He finds a car he likes at the car yard. How much, he asks the salesperson. $20,000. Billy checks his pockets. I only have $2,000. I still need another $18,000 to buy the car. Where will I find that much money? Hello Billy, my name is Mr. Bank. You have two options to buy this car. Option number 1, you can save the money over time and then buy the car then. Or option number 2, you can borrow the money, buy the car now and pay me back the money over a set time period. Billy scratches his head. This sounds too good to be true. I can just borrow money, buy the car now and pay it all back later on. That's true, says Mr. Bank. However, borrowing money is not free. We will charge you a fee, which we call interest, to loan the money. So how much will this fee cost me? Says Billy. Well, says Mr. Bank, we loan money at an interest rate of 10% per year. In your case, given you already have $2,000 deposit, we will loan you $18,000. This will cost you $1,800 interest every year. The longer you take to pay back the loan, the more interest you pay. So, asked Billy, if I take 5 years to pay off the $18,000 that you loan me, how much will this cost? It is merely $1,800 times 5, which is $9,000 interest. Billy thinks this sounds pretty good. The bank advances Billy $18,000. Billy combines this with his $2,000 deposit and pays this to the car salesperson. Billy drives off in his nice new car. However, he now has to repay the loan and the interest over the next 5 years. Everyone is happy. Billy has his first car. The car salesperson has sold the car and now has $20,000, and the bank will be repaid $18,000 principal over 5 years and will earn on top of that interest of $9,000 for loaning Billy the money.
Definitions. When discussing interest, one starts with the principal or the amount your account starts with. This could be a starting investment or the starting amount of a loan. Interest in its most simple form is calculated as a percent of the principal. For example, if you borrow $100 from a friend and agree to repay it with 5% interest, then the amount of interest you would pay would be 5% of 100, or $100 times 0.05 is equal to $5. Notice how we took the percent and put it in decimal form. The total amount you repay your friend would be $105, the original principal plus the interest. Question 1. Let's say you get back $700 on your tax refund. You decide to put it into a long-term investment that pays 5% simple interest each year. How much money would that add to your account each year? Well, for the first year, 5% of $700 is 0.05 times $700 is $35. Again, notice how we took the percent and put it into decimal form. What will be your interest if you leave it in the account for 2 years? This means you will get another $35 after the second year. This will be added to the original $700 you put into your account. So, $35 from the first year plus $35 from the second year will give you $70. Now you have $770 in your account. $700 from the original amount plus $70 that you earned in interest in the 2 years. Question number 2. Here we're going to fill in the following table. Well, we just did year 1. So the total interest earned was $35 in year 1. And now we had from the $700, the total amount would be $735. We also calculated the second year. And we found that the total interest earned was $70. And that would be, we added $70 to our original amount that we put into the account. Well, now let's put it over 5 years. So we leave it in the account for 5 years, earning the simple interest of 5%. So that would be $35 times 5 for the 5 years we let it sit. So we'll earn a total of $175 in interest. We take this $175 and add it to our original $700 to get $875. Let's do the same thing for 10 years. $35 times 10 for the 10 years is $350. So we have our $700. We now add $350 to get $1,050. We do this after 20 years. $35 times 20 gives us $700. So now we have our original $700 plus the $700 we earn in interest for a total of $1,400. And then after 30 years, $35 times 30 will be $1,050. And we do the same, $700 from our original investment, the amount of interest we earned over 30 years, $1,050, and the total would be $1,750. And finally, after 40 years, you will have 40 times 35, which is equal to, plus the $700 that we originally invested, and that we would calculate out to be $1,750 after 40 years. More definitions. Interest, I, is the fee charged for the use of the money. Principal, P or P sub 0, is the amount of money borrowed or placed into a savings account. Rate, small r, is the percent of the principal paid for having money loaned or earned for investing the money. Unless indicated otherwise, rates are given as a percent for a term of 1 year. Time, T, or term is the length of time that the money is being borrowed or invested. When the rate is given as a percent per year, time has to be written in years. Accumulated amount. A is the amount of the loan or investment plus the interest paid or earned. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be well and goodbye for now.